Hello everyone, welcome back to the TT Esports Dota 2 Weekly number 14, the May Championships. We're here to the Losers Brackets Finals. One match remaining after this. Whoever wins, they move on to face the Rainbow Ninjas in the grand finals of the winners. They came out of the winners bracket, so we'll see what ends up working out for them. But FUREUR multi-game, they're on a little bit of a roll, winning I believe 3 matches in a row now. But they were dropped down to the losers bracket earlier, and the team they were dropped down by was nGu. Never give up. So we'll see if nGu can repeat their matchup here, take down FUREUR, move on to the finals to face off against Rainbow Ninjas, or I believe knock them down, get a little bit of revenge there, or if they're going to see their dreams dashed here by FUREUR Multigaming. Looks like FUREUR are going to be on the Dire. They have first pick, and we have never give up. nGu on the Radiant with the second. Ban's already completed for the first phase. Both Wisp and Lifestealer being taken out by FUREUR, and by nGu we're going to take out Gyrocopter, Nyx Assassin. Things looking good so far. Batrider left in the pool. FUREUR take it up immediately. Not surprising. Magnus also making it through the pool, which I think is actually the first time today. He's been banned out in the first ban phase pretty often. So we're going to see Magnus and Keeper of the Light. There are two pickups. FUREUR looking for the second and third picks. Not sure what they're going to want to go for yet. Haven't decided anything.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Reserve time. Dire team pick.
Chen going to be the first pickup here from FUREUR. We've seen them use this hero twice in a row now, I think, and they've had success. Or it's been working out pretty well for them. It was in the hands of their stand-in, however, and they do have their full squad here now with Mouse of Dota returning. Hasn't been in the last couple games. Maybe had something going on earlier today, who knows, but he's here now. We'll see if he's the one who's going to play the Chen now that he's sort of replacing their previous Chen player, or if one of the other players on the team is going to step up to fill the Chen role, and if they can have the success they were having with their stand-in. Who knows? Looking for a third pickup now, only about 30 seconds remaining in the reserve time, so they've gone pretty far through it at this point, while nGu haven't used any. Can't be an advantage later in the draft, and they're actually going to pick up Rubik. Always one of the better heroes to have against Magnus, but leaves Fanlancer in the pool, and nGu just picked it up. This is the combo that they used in that first game, the first matchup between these two. To knock FUREUR down to that losers bracket, we'll see if the Phantom Lancer can carry them through once again, or if FUREUR got a little bit of a strategy this time. They were aware of it, and maybe going to react as such. Second ban phase though time, nGu probably looking for an offlaner, a second support. FUREUR, they're looking for a carry, as well as probably a mid or an offlane hero, some sort of solo. Bans coming out as such. See the Clockwork and Alchemist actually being banned by nGu. Trying to do whatever they can to get rid of some of these farming type heroes, and also both those heroes pretty good against Batrider. Of course, Clockwork, the Cog's almost always going to be amazing against Batrider to try and stall up his initiation. Clockwork is great at counter initiation. And Alchemist just a carry that they could try and sit farm with and get an advantage over the Alchemist until the point when, or over the Phantom Lancer, until the point where they can just try and out carry him in the earlier game, before Phantom Lancer gets out of control with the illusions and there's really no going back. Shadow Demon, Lone Druid, Bane, the bans from FUREUR, taking those heroes out. Wanted the Lone Druid as sort of an alternative carry that couldn't be in the offlane. And then just grabbed a couple of supports. They don't really seem to care about stuff like Darkseer. It's pretty aggressive, to be honest. Darkseer, a very powerful hero with Magnus. If you can get a good vacuum into RP combo, it can be a full team up very quickly. But nGu, they're going to take the bait. They're going to ban out the Darkseer themselves. Probably a hero they would have liked to have been able to play, but they're not going to risk the other team getting it. So they will ban it out, and it would have worked pretty okay in the side of FUREUR. So reasonable for them to just take it out here, especially when it doesn't get banned kind of surprisingly, since it looks like an obvious ban. FUREUR now get to think about what they want to pick up. potentially looking for an offlane
10
hero of
seconds.
their own.
10
There's stuff like
seconds
Weaver in the
remaining.
pool if they wanted to pick up a hero like Weaver right now.
5 seconds remaining.
nGu don't really have any great carriers for something like an Orchid, which is an item that's pretty good at shutting down a Weaver trying to lock it in position. Diffusal doesn't do a ton against Weaver. You can catch her with the Weaver with RP, and of course it's very powerful. But that's really the downside of any carry. You can't really react to that. And FUREUR going to pick up Storm Spirit actually. So it's looking like that'll probably be their mid hero with the Bat Rider off. And leaves them looking for a carry. I still are not in the pool, so we're not going to be seeing any of that kind of shenanigans this game. So I don't know what they're going to want to go for. Queen of Pain going to be the pickup for nGu. A good matchup for the mid lane against Storm Spirit. It's just the harass that can come out from Queen of Pain. It's pretty powerful, and FUREUR going to go big. It's time for the man himself, the farmer, the anti-mage. We'll see how it ends up working out for them, how much farm he's able to get, and if he's able to just get far enough ahead that there's not anything the Fan Lancer can do. Having a natural sort of Battle Fury carrier, also useful to try and deal with the unending hordes of illusions that we're going to have to deal with as the game goes on from the Phantom Lancer. Remaining. So, all in all, pretty good pickup, and of course Anti-Mage, one of the heroes that we saw sort of for a while that teams would favor as sort of the contest to Phantom Lancer. Never give up. nGu, last pickup time. Who they want, they're looking for a support, something to pair with the Keeper Light. They can go pretty aggressive with this. Grab something that just does some big nuke damage, maybe, to try and harass whoever is in that off lane out of the lane, which is looking to be Bat Rider, but probably won't be there. Keeper Light, not great at roaming, so yeah, they're going to go with a jungler and just try and get as much farm as possible in this early game. Because they have that Keeper Light who's not really going to be able to roam. He can sort of jungle, and so can Enchantress, so let's see what happens with that. Wait for the players to pick up their heroes, though it does look like Mouse of Dota is going to be on the Chen, so everything works out that way at the very least. Replace one Chen player with another. And still kind of surprised that we're seeing these junglers coming out from these teams. They don't really get played as much as they used to. We'll see how it ends up working out, though.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Prepare for battle!
Alright, we're in game. Let's go to the players and their heroes, get this one underway, and then move on to those grand finals. And I didn't forget the overlay, I swear. It's right. I swear it. Dark side, we're here. Multi-gaming. Magic going to be playing the Bat Rider, looking to see him in the offlane. Jabba. On the Storm Spirit, looks to be headed mid. Mouse of Dota on the Chen. Matrice on the Anti-Mage, and finally Crimson going to be playing the Rubik. So they'll probably be forming the tri-lane. We see the new Anti-Mage glaives. They look weird, I'll be honest. They just look weird. I don't like them. I miss the old ones. If you agree, tell me in chat. Otherwise I'll look crazy. I don't want to look crazy, guys. nGu, never give up. We're going to have Ice in the offlane and Magnus. He's probably going to have a hell of a time up here.
The battle begins.
Push, looking to be in the mid lane on that Queen of Pain. And finally, their tri-lane going to be RQ on the Keeper Light, Alive on the Phantom Lancer, and finally Akuma going to be playing the Enchantress. We'll see how it ends up working for him. Who's going to be able to get the best farm, and who can really turn that farm into something big for their team first. It's going to be important here. Kind of expect Queen of Pain to have the advantage in the mid lane, but Crimson is here. They know it. They have the ward, which just keeps pushing off the creep wave a little bit of time. And not even enough to miss a deny, it looks like, though. And they're just going to be trading last hit still. Queen of Pain already looking to have an advantage, though. Jeff only got one last hit, and Queen of Pain had 3 of that original creep wave still alive at that point. Matrice taking the harass from Ice already. His support's nowhere to be found. They're wandering around jungling and the like. We're going for pulls, Chen just in the jungle. It looks like Bear Rider's actually headed down to this bottom lane magic. No fear whatsoever. We'll see if he's actually safe. He's trading blows with the Keeper Light, not having too much trouble thus far. Enchantress is sort of around. Doesn't have any great creeps for trying to gank the Bat Rider at this point. But heading towards the lane now. That's going to force Bat Rider to just back off.
You keep the light.
What point do you get? No points yet. So he will choose to get Firefly, which is definitely the right call at this point. Going to try and set up for the defense. Jabba going to need a second on his Storm Spirit, so we will give him such. Let's see how Chen's doing. Well, it's a Dota. Not really doing a ton. Crimson, he's up here doing nothing. Tree's taking a lot of damage. And Ice, the cause of that damage. Alright, back to it. Mid lane is going the way of Queen of Pain, relatively unsurprisingly. When you pick the Storm Spirit up there,
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Invisibility.
kinda gives it away. Chen gonna pick up an Invis Rune in the
Dire's
upper
bottom
river, not
tower
really
is under attack.
going to be able to do anything. At least not at the moment. He's an invisible Chen at level 1, 2, 2. Magic getting slowed up. Maybe this was a little aggressive by him. The Illuminate could have fly through Magic going to be able to dodge it, but he will go down.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And it's Fan Lancer getting the first blood.
Structures are fortified.
Fair. Magic, I don't know why he flew forward to try and give him the napalm. That's the sort of thing that gets you killed. Top lane. Anti-mage. Try to give Ice the magic. Or anti-magic. One of those two. Doesn't matter though, Matrice low on HP. Ice has no mana, however. It needs to be somewhat careful. If Crimson gets a lift, they could go on this very easily. Crimson not going to be able to grab it though. And Ice will continue to be fine. Jabba in the mid lane. Not having a good time of things on this Storm Spirit. Not having a good time. Meantime, Magic. He's trying to get something done. He's sitting at level 3 though, and he can't even really get close to the creep wave. That's kind of the problem when you pick an offlaner that kind of wants to jungle, and you also have a dedicated jungler like the Chen. He just doesn't feel like he has anywhere to go. He's kind of forced to hang out down here and try and get experience that way, and as a result, he's not really getting anything done. He's not going to have Blink or Dagger in a relevant time frame. Ice tickets of harass once again. No mana up on him still. Of course, he is against his anti-mage with big old dumb glaives. Still we're going to fight Haste Rune Upper River. He's still only level 4, getting close to level 5. Push, sing at level 5. Only went for the 1 point Shadow Strike build. Potential. It's possible this isn't right. Might have been able to actually kill Java by now, or really completely zone him out of lane. with the Shadow Strike, just because there's not a lot Soul Spirit can do about it. Not until he hits level 6. Just because there's not a lot Soul Spirit can do about it. Not until he hits level 6. Also going for the max overload build. Gives you a lot of damage early. But it's hard to really use your static remnant to full effect, as well as the Vortex. I think get some points of Vortex. Magic trying to do something in this bottom lane. Alive.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Going pretty aggressive. Is he gonna go down? Hoo-hoo. Double walk. Letting him dodge that last blow. The tower had to wand and double walk to get out of there. So maybe overextending a little bit. Doesn't get punished too heavily though. Flip Break gonna fly through alive. Gonna throw out one last lance. Magic low on HP. Doesn't look like he's gonna be able to get the kill, however. Let me throw Chin's down here. Coming in with the Smasher. Wants to smash some people and not going to be able to. Magic gonna get sent back to base. Keeper like gets the kill on the tower. Top lane, Ice gonna get lifted by Crimson. Nothing gonna come from that though. Icing at level 4. Patrice getting close. Needs to get some of these hits on Ice while he can. Burn that mana. And he is choosing to max out Mana Break, which does allow him to try to stop Magnus from having a lot of influence in this lane very easily. There's Shockwave gonna fly through Ice. Pretty much out of mana once again. Let's check levels. See, off lane going in advantage for nGu at the moment. They also have lead kills 1-0. First blood did go the way of the Phantom Lancer, and not another kill has taken place since then. Mid lane, last hits we see going in their favor. Not by much at this point. So Queen of Pain rotated somewhere. And it's to the top lane. They want to go for a kill on Patrice, I think. But Ice is only level 5, has no mana. I don't think they get this kill. Push could try to grab someone else. Maybe find the Rubik. Just get a free kill that way. And Push gonna head into lane now. Push taking a lot of damage. Completely out of mana at this point. And just gonna die. I just...
Such sorcery.
This is the sort of thing you watch happen, and you're just like, what were you thinking, Queen of Pain?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He's the anti-mage. You're a mage. What were you thinking? And then, you know, he dies. That Mana Void did a lot, and ended up setting up the kill on Ice as well, so it gives Patrice a double kill. Also not what you want to be doing. The carries, the only ones that have gotten kills in this game, 2 for the Anti-Mage and a First Blood for the Phantom Lancer. And they're trading last hits, so both getting quite farmed. Tier 1 in the top lane looks like it's going to be going down momentarily as well. There was a port coming in, it has to be cancelled because it came to this front tower and would have been dead. Anti-Mage gets his last hit on the tower, no lift on Ice from the Rubik. If they get that lift, he probably just dies. Reverse Polarity is up there. Ice doesn't have the mana to use it anymore. Not with that Mana Break. He's got another Shockwave. And Keeper Light comes up to the top lane. Chakra Magic can restore some of his mana. Patrice heading over to the Secret Shop. Gets his Perseverance. Spot out, there's this lift. Ice. Low on mana, there's a blink in. Ooh, Mana Void doesn't do that much. Chakra Magic timely. Crimson gonna go down from the Sonic Wave from Queen of Pain. Ooh. Ooh, so Queen of Pain gets a little bit of revenge there, but it's not on the Anti-Mage, it's on the support. And the Anti-Mage is gonna make it away. He can go farm the jungle a little bit, try and survive for a moment. Magic. He's getting ganked in this top lane. There's the net. Firefly not gonna do too much Akuma. Gonna back off though. Here comes the Spirit Lance and the Impetus. Magic dead. 3 kills now for nGu. 3-2 is the total kill score. And that's a favor of nGu. We're approaching that 10-minute mark pretty quickly. We'll take a look, gold experience, see what's going on with that. Jabba taking some damage. He's already low on HP. He's going to be forced to ball lightning away. He has to go pretty far. Push. Trying to give chase. The bottle coming out for Jabba. Can't ball lightning again. Another kill for Push.
I do
4-2
suffer
now.
fools.
Patrice taking some damage in the top lane for the tower. He's got 1,000 gold up on him. Getting pretty close. That Battle Fury. Sitting about 1,600 away. And at that point, he's going to start flash farming. And we'll see if Fanlancer can keep up. Not having the best time or the worst time right now. Pretty close to even. A couple hundred gold behind. Not a big deal right now.
That is not yours.
Here comes the gank. The dust is there. The lift is there alive. Can they get the kill is the question. And Jabba there. Heck yes they can. Fanlancer dead.
I'll have the brisket. My horse will have your head.
And with that, it's looking pretty okay for FUREUR.
Radiant's middle tower
Their anti-mage is
under
farming.
attack.
Fanlancer just got picked off. Magic, he's not level 6 yet, but he will be, I think, at the end of this creep wave. Definitely at the end of this creep wave. So, things looking good. Push, hanging out in the dire jungle. Probably wants to get a kill on Patrice. Doesn't know that he's standing, like, next to Patrice. If they get another person here, they might be able to go for the kill. Does Chen have a net? That's the question. And he doesn't. He still has the worst ganking creeps imaginable. Pretty good for farming, these two, but they do nothing in a gank. Push. Going to get that Shadow Dagger. Shadow Strike. Patrice is taking a lot of damage. There comes the ult. Pushes gets a kill of Patrice.
It's all about discipline, anti-mage.
Denied.
I don't think I've ever heard Queen Pin kill any before. IRQ in some trouble in the mid lane. Jabba going for the kill.
Oh,
Yeah, he's going to be able to get it.
blue. Here I am.
Going to ball lightning away, and it looks like he'll be fine. Meanwhile, top lane.
Pain
Couldn't quite get
is
there in
the
time. Chen
best
goes down.
teacher.
Gives another kill to push. They can't be giving all these kills to Queen of Pain. And he's going to finish off the Chen creep as well. For a little bit of extra money. And he's going to probably blink. Needs like one more hit. Push low on mana. Let's give it chase.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's
And
middle
Amage
tower
gets the
is
kill.
under attack.
Pretty good kill for Amage to get. Helps him get back in after getting ganked. He's still ahead of the Fanlancer by a little bit. And trying to keep that lead for as long as possible. And at least about 1,000 gold off. They're going to mid lane. Akuma looks like he's going to be in some trouble.
It's just not fair.
Jabba gets the kill. And we saw the Chen the Enchantress creep. The Enchantress enchanted it back to try and prevent the stun, but this guy, he doesn't know what side he's on. Sometimes he's neutral, sometimes he's dire, sometimes he's radiant. All the time, he looks like a jerk. Jabba sitting invisible in the mid lane, directly on top of a sentry ward. Hello, Jabba. How are you? Ping comes on him. He has no idea. Can they set up the kills? The question. Jabba taking a lot of damage doesn't like catch on until he gets shadow struck. He's gonna ball lightning away, but wastes a ton of time and is completely out of health, so he's gonna have to go all the way back to base. Probably feels a little silly after that. Bottom lane live farming, top lane Patrice farming. And you know, these two, they're gonna be trading blows in the late game. It's gonna come down to probably individual skill. These heroes are pretty close at who can carry. Fanlancer will obviously outcarry if it goes very, very, very late game. But Patrice is gonna have the advantage that he'll come online a little bit faster. Monster Dota is gonna go down double kill for Akuma in the meantime. Push. Try to do whatever they can. Queen of Pain gonna be alive for the moment. Ball of Lightning comes in from Jabba, gonna save magic. IRQ. He's gonna go down. Nothing you can do. Push down. Gonna be the target. Double kill for Patrice. Maybe should have saved that mana void. Probably could have killed Queen of Pain, but I wanted to ensure the kill on the Keeper Light. 8-8 now. The kill score ends up being a 2-for-2 trade. Actually, no way it's 2-for-2 trade.
Radiant's middle
Oh,
tower
yeah, it is.
is under
2-for-2.
attack.
I was thinking
Radiant
Enchantress.
structures
Never
are
mind.
fortified.
2-for-2 trade. Enchantress is a double kill. Anti-Mage with a double kill. And those kills are bigger on the Anti-Mage. I'm also Dota gonna disconnect from FUREUR. No pause coming out from me. Battle Fury is finished on the Anti-Mage though. Did they just not notice that the Chen is disconnected? There we go. Storm Spirit finally pauses. Somewhat delayed. Somewhat delayed. And we're gonna get Anti-Mage. He's gonna start jumping around, farming up. And we'll see. He's already been kind of involved in these fights, moving around trying to help his team stay in it. We'll see how long that lasts. Chen gonna reconnect. Hopefully we get underway shortly.
Attend us.
Alright. Akuma healing up alive a little bit in this bottom lane. Actually went for 3 points in untouchable, only 1 point in Nature's Attendance and max enchant. Somewhat unusual to not get to max of the heal and to max out untouchable. Guess he really didn't want to be able to get killed by that Anti-Mage very easily. A lot of right click damage does come out from this first side, but I don't know. So it's strange. Anti-Mage gonna go back to farming using the mid lane. There's a stack here. So the battle fury that up. Not having a lot of trouble with it, so just gonna kill off Tranquil Boots and continue moving around. So the farm battle gonna continue. Anti-Mage still ahead by about 500 gold. Diffusal is up Phantom Lancer at this point. So we'll see who comes online first, starts trying to get involved. Both kind of terrors of split pushing Anti-Mage, just because he could do so much damage so quickly, and of course the illusion army of Phantom Lancer, also a big deal when it comes to pushing these towers. Mid lane, we have a couple heroes from each side hanging out. Batraider goes down the bottom lane.
On to the next.
Just not expecting Batraider to be down there. I don't know, giving away kills. Mid lane, the Eliminate gotta fly through. Does some damage to the Wild Wing. Having a Wild Wing fight, and the Shockwave gonna fly through a Magus. Finishes that one off. Chen going to steal. The net creep nets Akuma and he gets lifted. First party is there on ice. They have to be somewhat careful about that. Ball Lightning gonna come in. Jabba, he's pulling ice in. Can they get the kill? And he's gonna go down. Jabba's still alive. Port's coming in. Flavor gonna fly through, magic doesn't pull anyone back, unfortunately, so it doesn't look like there will be any more initiation. With that, Matrice is already rotated into this mid lane, so they want to probably go for something. Phantom Lancer's in the top lane in the meantime pushing. And Matrice, is he gonna farm the Radiant jungle? That's what it looks like his plan is. Almost has enough for his Yasha. That's kind of what you expect to see him pick up next. Looks like Scream of Pain was stolen by Crimson.
My sprites are with us.
Phantom Lancer getting the second level of Diffusal now. So he's getting pretty farmed as well. Did decide to go for that second level of Diffusal once again.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Hand of God.
Dire's top
Alive.
tower is under
Just keeps
attack.
killing him off. Comes the Dust in on alive. Can they get a downtime? That Dust didn't actually hit, but Trees will be able to get the last hit. That Dust was really early from Jabba. He used it while in Ball Lightning, but he used it like back here. But Phantom Lancer's all the way down here, and it's dying right there. It's kind of far away. Maybe jumped the gun, but they do get the kill. So Magic ends up giving away his life once again to Phantom Lancer inexplicably, but they get the kill on it in return, and pretty big net worth lead starting to accumulate. Zero's getting picked off in weird locations repeatedly. Queen of Pain and Enchantress get the kill on Chen there. It's just like, Chen, what are you doing right here?
Dire's top tower is under
nMage is
attack.
near this tower. It's already low on
Dire's
HP. The glyph comes
structures are
out.
fortified.
nMage looks like he wants to go for the deny.
Where are you going?
He gets it. It blinks
Dire's
away.
top tower has been
Patrice
denied.
is getting chased by Push. Push needs to be somewhat careful. Patrice tried to get away. Still alive for the moment. Push gonna get another scream of pain. Try to keep up with him. Gives him the old mana void. It's not enough to kill Push off, but it does force her back. And it's gonna be Patrice surviving, and he gets that deny and out. Crimson coming in. Can he get the lift? Gets it on Queen of Pain. She's
Dire's
gonna
middle
take
tower is under
some
attack.
mana back from the Chakra Magic. Blink away again. Crimson gonna go down. Throws his Fade Bolt out before he dies, however.
Gotcha.
Recall. Gonna bring Ice up to this top lane. IRQ. Doesn't want to be alone. Who can blame him?
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's
Live
middle
with
tower
split push.
is under attack.
Doing some good damage to the tower already.
Radiant's
Now killing off the creep
structures
wave.
are fortified.
And in the meantime,
Dire's top
nMage,
tower
he's pushing
is
the mid
under
lane.
attack.
Looks like he'll be able to get this tower.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So Patrice gets the
Radiant's
tower
middle
kill.
tower has
Picks up
fallen.
the ultimate orb actually before
Dire's
going for
top
the manta.
tower is under attack.
Top tier 2 gonna go down though, alive,
Dire's top
getting that
tower
last
has
hit.
fallen.
And kind of a weird trade. I'm not,
Radiant's middle tower
I don't
is
know
under attack.
why FUREUR decided they really just could not go for it. Magic blinking forward, gonna get the ult on Ice, pulling him. No, Ball Lightning gonna be there from Storm Spirit, trying to do whatever they can. Ice, nMage with the last hit.
Thou art damned.
Another kill from Patrice. He has a ton of kills this game on the nMage.
Radiant's
And,
bottom
not worth
tower
reflecting
is
that.
under attack.
Going for the Yasha now, about 100 gold off.
Dire's middle
Push,
tower is
coming
under
in. Do they have the stun? Jabba,
Dire's middle tower.
if he had it, didn't use it fast enough. And Push, gonna be able to just blink away again. Mana Void there, but it's not enough damage. Jabba now getting caught by the mana leak. One of the worst things in the world when you play a Storm Spirit.
Dire's middle tower is
Slowed
under
up, he's trying to bottle up and continue running. He has a regen on, so he'll have a lot of that mana back, but not all of it. The regen actually wears off. nMage coming into this mid lane alive, dealing a lot of damage to him. Can he get Patrice down? He does.
The devil, pure and rest now. Where's the party?
Alive, getting chased by Jabba, but there's no mana. So he uses that dust and isn't going to be able to get the kill anyways. Jabba now being chased back.
Dire's
Storm
middle
Spirit,
tower is under
he's going to go
attack.
down. The diffusal's there, he tries to wand up, but it's not enough. Alive, still alive for the moment. Reverse parry though, but on Magic, going to probably be his death as well. Queen of Pain, get a kill, and alive. On a killing spree, 3 for 1 ends up being the trade. Queen of Pain dies. Looks like Crimson was able to get the kill probably with the Stone Scream of Pain. Tower actually gets the last hit. But that's tier 2 mid, already gone. And Phantom Lancer taking the lead in net worth. You can't give up those kills,
Dire's
nMage.
bottom tower is under attack.
Also,
Dire's
can't really
bottom
think that you're
tower
gonna win
has
in a fight
fallen.
with Phantom Lancer illusions right now. He does have the defusal, so he's doing the mana burn as well. He's not gonna be able to reliably blink away. And he doesn't have a Yasha or anything yet. He has the Battle Fury, which is certainly good. But until he has that Manta, he's not gonna have an illusion army of his own. He's not really gonna be doing that much damage. And the Manta now finished on the Phantom Lancer, putting him kind of far ahead, but 1,000 gold, which is what it's reflected there. Alright, cute in the bottom lane. Looks like he's having something sent to him. It's going to be almost a finish back. Not quite. Kuma going for the Aghanim Scepter. Pretty close to it, actually. Only about 500 gold away. Going to be giving her a little bit more damage, and we see kind of the scary part of the game. Radiant Heroes really leading in net worth. And gold really going their way, over 7,500. Experience, about 6k. So pretty big advantages to start having if Batrider gets a Queen of Pain. Trying to move down in time. Bottom lane alive is farming. nMage is nearby, but still can't go for it. He's just behind at this point. He's been trying to play aggressive all game, and just ended up getting punished a little bit. Just picks up an invis now. There's also a haste that just spawned, it looked like. Yeah, haste. Keeper light goes down. And the Roche attempt coming out now from FUREUR. What are nGu gonna do about it? Looks like nothing. Phalanxer split pushing. Shouldn't really even get close to that tier 3 tower by the time this goes down. And there's not a lot they're gonna be able to do about it. So tower is, or Russian gonna be gone. Storm Spirit, he gets an Aegis. They're not gonna actually give it to Anti-Mage apparently. Who does finish his Manta style after reporting back to base. Looks like illusions from Phalanx are trying to farm the Dire Jungle. And having some good success. Anti-Mage gonna pop the Manta. Use those illusions to push out this top lane. Storm Spirit, buddy. You got no mana. And that's not the situation you want to be in. Akuma. Go down, Mages. But these neutral creeps are just gonna get killed. The Chen creeps just killed off.
Dire's middle tower.
nGu, they have 5 heroes sitting on their doorstep in the mid lane. They don't have the Aegis. They can try and fight through it on the Storm Spirit. It's gonna be kind of risky. I don't know if they're feeling that far ahead. They certainly do have a lead. The eggs should be up, is up. Queen of Pain's got an eggs. Still a little mech on Keeper Light. Still about 500 gold off of that. And we're just sitting around.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
It's hard
attack.
for nGu to try and force the fight right now. They're a little bit behind at the moment.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Patrice trying to farm up in the jungle once again. And looks like he's having success for now. And then suddenly, no mana. Dust is there, another Dust is there, alive.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Patrice trying to run away, there's still so many Famlands or illusions chasing him. And Patrice just, he already can't fight these illusions. He can't afford to be losing in a fight to Famlands right now because you know as it gets later, Famlancer's definitely going to be out carrying him. That's what happens when he slips behind in net worth.
Dire's bottom tower is
The
under
illusions do a
attack.
lot of damage. Manta is only so much he can do.
Come get healed.
Heal coming off from Akuma. He's trying to get away, but gonna get lifted. Jabba. Can he get the stun off on push is the question. Stolen Sonic Wave doing some damage. Chantress gets a kill on Chen in the meantime. Gotta go down, A-Mage. Getting that last hit. They'll give a chase to Queen of Pain. Needs one more hit. Can't get away for now. Iron Cure. Gotta be able. Oh, Keeper Light gets the kill. And Patrice with the blink.
Dire's middle
Gets the
tower
Queen of
is
Pain.
under attack.
This ends up being a 3-for-1 trade. They finished off the Chen, but they lose Queen of Pain, lose Enchantress, and they lose Keeper Light. And 2 of those kills go on the Anti-Mage. He's catching back up to the Famlancer. They're sitting about even. At 6, let's see what's gold. It's sort of even enough. Maybe dipping a little bit back. Experience fall at this point of only about 1,000. Anti-Mage from the Ring Jungle. It sounded like reverse polarity almost went off from ice. I don't know what he's doing, if he was expecting Anti-Mage to blink after him, or just was practicing canceling.
Radiant's middle tower.
But Rain
is
Jungle
under
gotta be
attack.
farmed up on Matrice. And maybe go for this bottom tier 1. Anti-Mage cutting off the creep wave. See if he can get it. Revenge you are going to defend. Already one here on the way. It's Enchantress. Keeper Light in the region as well.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
That's going to be used, but I don't think they're going to be in range to keep it from going down. So here comes the fight. Magic, gonna ult Akuma. Akuma pretty low on HP, still alive for the moment. Scream Pain's coming from both sides. The reverse play gonna land a couple. Magic gonna be going down. Looks like goes down. Crimson in some trouble as well, goes down, but not before Queen of Pain ends up dying. Anti-Mage doing damage to Akuma. Having trouble though. fighting through that. Chevrolet on the ground, Retreat's gonna ult, and he goes down. Chevrolet gonna be picked up by Mouse and Dota. He's gonna try to TP out. Can he get out in time? And he will be able to get out in time. Then he take Java, no mana. Gonna pop the Aegis. This is a ball lightning out immediately.
I'm over here. Over here now.
Really no reason for him to be taking the small jumps.
Here I am.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So he ends up giving away the Aegis, gets out, but Anti-Mage goes down. He's up to about 3,000 gold, and has a little bit of a lead on Fairlancer, but Fairlancer going to be farming while Anti-Mage is dead. And he's getting close to his heart. Anti-Mage, not really to his yet either. So these carries, they're trading blows, and the team's finding the kills on them. They're sitting pretty close to even in farm. I don't know, you kind of just want to favor Fairlancer when it goes late game. We'll see if Anti-Mage can get something done. He's struggling thus far. He's finding kills on a lot of the heroes, but it's never the Fairlancer. Once he gets his heart, he's going to be very tanky. His illusions will be very tanky. And that's going to be a nightmare for split pushing. They don't really have the best team for trying to counter the split push. They can send someone back with Chen. And maybe Anti-Mage eventually gets Boots of Travel. Work on that path, but that's pretty far off. Anti-Mage isn't going to be wanting to buy luxurious Boots of Travel. But he still needs items to help him fight, since he can't even really fight the Fairlancer as it stands. Here comes the fight. Magic going on our cute. The Flame Break going to miss. Buddha Paid in the middle of the fight. Magic's just going to go down alive. There's stolen Scream Paid again. Goes off on a couple. Jabba going to port in. Really going for the kill on push. Low on HP. Going to be able to get out for the moment. Ice going to get the reverse player of Retreats. Can they get the kill on him in time? Not yet. And he's still alive. Going to God, it looks like.
We outnumber them all.
Crimson going to go down to Fairlancer. In the back fight, triple kill for him. And they only end up getting the Keeper Light in return. FUREUR. So like this Fairlancer is their downfall again. As nGu, they go high ground. Time for the tier 3 in the mid. That's the target. Glyph is there. They're going to use it. Lincoln's Sphere picked up. On the Storm, just don't know why. I just don't know why.
Middle tower has fallen.
I'm going to come in. Throws out the damage. Ice looks like he'll probably go down. Akuma low on mana. Alive. He gets lifted. No mana left on him, and he will go down. Anti-Mage ends up finishing off. Magic's going to pick up a refresher. Anti-Mage continue to give chase Akuma, the next target. Mana void in 5 seconds or so. And Akuma, he's going to have no mana getting body blocked here. He's hoping that someone else will be eventually be able to catch up. Flavor going to be there, pushes Akuma back.
Wounded to my heart.
Pay for thy lack.
There we go. Mana void finishes him off with trees. Trying to get the push back. That kill on Fairlancer are pretty big. He's got 4,300 gold though. Probably doesn't want to spend it. 4,400. That's heart money. He doesn't want to buy back. He wants heart. And I don't even blame him. At this point, they might not need to go for it.
Is under attack.
Tier 2. Looking like it's going to go down. And Amy just finishes it off.
Radiant's middle tower has
So they get
fallen.
tower out of it. Still 25 seconds for Fairlancer to respawn. I don't think they're going to go high ground. It seems almost unimaginable at this point, especially in the Keeper Light. They know Fairlancer's going to be up in the near future. He hasn't bought back yet. Maybe they try just to force the buyback. It stalls up his heart if they could do it, but 10 seconds. There's almost no situation I think he buys back at this point. Magic.
Touche.
What's the bleed for? It's going to be the death of him. Reverse Polarity 1. Can he get the second one off? He's lifted for the moment. Did the Crimson steal it? No, he stole Shockwave. Ice gonna go down in the meantime though. And Fairlancer, his team getting punished for him not buying back. Tier 3 taking some damage. Here comes the first Fairlancer from the Spirit Lands. Retreat's getting slowed up. Taking a lot of damage from the tower. And these impetuses. Here comes the Spirit Lance as well, Patrice. Needs to get away. Chen gonna go down. The first one to go down. Patrice trying to get away. Here comes the Scream of Pain. Oh, that's after a Storm, I think. Who got sent back to base by Chen. Whee! Boop. Anytime Treacherous kills Rubik, Animage kills Queen of Pain, and Treacherous kills Animage.
Over here now.
Left my sprite.
Java, buddy, this isn't a good plan. You're completely out of mana
Radiant's
now.
top tower is under attack.
And Java gonna be forced back. I guess the Lincoln Sphere doing something there, blocking one of the few supposed box Spirit Lands. I don't understand this Lincoln's. It blocks mana leak, I guess. Maybe he really doesn't want to get mana leaked. But it looks pretty bad for him. It's kind of a dagger, but BKB works against that, and it works against like Queen of Pain nukes. And it works all the time. Heart picked up by Fan Lancer now. All these illusions in the mid lane in the meantime. Flame Break gonna play through, doesn't really do much rage. Java taking a lot of damage. Needs to be careful, he's almost out of mana, and he is out of mana. Gem on the ground.
Dire's
Fire
middle
trying to
tower
protect the
is under
barracks, but
attack.
the rage barracks already gone. Animage, no buyback yet. Doesn't even have it up. Fan Lancer moving towards the top lane.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Don't run
Double
off.
Sentry Wards. Big Sentry Wards. Alive getting pulled. Crimson but in the meantime. Just dead. Alive. He gets pulled into towers, but he's got heart. What does he care? Magic. Buddy Magic, what are you doing? Well, it's a Dota. One more impetus. And Spirit Lance. He's dead. That's all of FUREUR dead.
Dire's middle tower is
30-26 the kill score. It's pretty close when it looks like that. Butterfly picked up by Animage. But Animage is the only one left alive.
Bottom tower is under attack.
That's another tier 3 down. There's no buyback on anyone on the Dire side. It's going to be at least 1% Rex and Animage. What is he going to do? He can blink hit and die. He doesn't have buyback. If he does that, he knows they lose the game.
Dire's bottom barracks has fallen.
And as it stands now, looks like that might be just his only option. Jabba gonna respawn now on the Storm Spirit. He's got this point booster. Is that a Bloodstone? Like, you know,
Dire's top tower
40
has fallen.
minute plus Bloodstone. Alive taking this last set of racks now with his Illusion Army.
Over here now.
Melee already down. Jabba
Dire's top barracks has
coming in
fallen.
alive, getting into a fight. With Matrice, neither really making a ton of headway.
Let the fun
One's
begin.
taking through Heart, one's taking through Butterfly, but there's the Rex.
Dire's top barracks has fallen. The Radiant now have mega creeps.
First player to won, Ice tries, but he can never, ever get that second one off. Not with any mage around.
Middle tower is under attack.
Touche.
And carry a Tetris, doing too
Where are
much
you
work.
going?
Java, gonna get the all push. Just
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
it just doesn't matter anymore. The one tier 4 remaining mega creeps for nGu. They're gonna take it. Moving on. They beat FUREUR to knock them down to the lower bracket. They beat FUREUR to knock them out, and Crimson's gonna call GG. So nGu, moving on. We're gonna go to the finals next. Rainbow Ninjas, nGu, the battle for the
Dire's
TT
ancient
Esports
is under
monthly.
attack.
We'll get it. Wait for this ancient to go down. Try and center on it.
Radiant victory.
And there it is. Once again, this is a match, the losers bracket finals. TT Esports Dota 2 weekly number 14. It's the May finals. nGu versus FUREUR. We're gonna have nGu take it 34-28, the final kill score. Pretty close, all things considered, but once again, Phantom Lancer, he's just too big, and they can ride him to victory. So nGu gonna be moving on to the finals to face off against Rainbow Ninjas. We'll be back momentarily while we get ready for those finals. It will be a best of 3, so we'll get to see these teams really play it out, learn from each other, figure out what they're going to do. I believe Rainbow Ninjas knocked nGu down to the losers bracket, so we'll see if they still have that advantage going in, or if nGu they got some secret strategies in here. They're going to get something done. Thanks for coming, and stick around.